Streets with them, street wisdom. The streets with them, church music, street wisdom. The streets with them, church music, street wisdom. The streets with them, church music. Face the spirit of truth with no faking. Spreading love, we ain't down with the hating. If you offended by what we be saying, you gotta be careful the idols you praising. Stand on my word, I don't fall flat. We some big dogs and some boss cats. We said what we said, we don't walk back. You talk to me and I'll talk back. It's the host with the most on the west coast. We fall right here and they never could get close. They doing dirt in the dark and get exposed. If you a topic, you might as well get low. It's about current events, about real life. We sympathize and we know what it feel like. Gotta be soldiers out here, Navy SEAL type. We deconstructing the game, we gon' be right. Talking morality, talking mortality, talking about victory, talking about tragedy. With the charisma and the personality, he can do suit and tie, he can do casually. Something you have to see, give it a listen. Gotta tune in, you don't know what you missing. The game is so sickening, it need a prescription. We speak to the streets and we give them the wisdom. Talk to me and I'll talk back.
What's up with it? It's going down. I am your host with the most. I am church music. Street wisdom, talk to me and I'll talk back. You could have been anywhere across the world, but you're right here with me right now. And I have something special on Street Wisdom because we want to really represent those that have a compelling testimony as they're out here hustling and getting it in. And this young lady has a truly compelling testimony. For all the TikTok listeners, Instagram listeners, this lady is truly appreciated. And the brand is called Tasty Ties and Lemonade Treats. And when I tell you it's a real treat, it's a real treat. Also known as the lovely Lemonade Lady. So without further ado, let's give her a round of applause right here on Street Wisdom. Talk to me and I'll talk back. Lemonade Lady, what's happening with? How you doing?
What's up? How you doing?
All right. I'm thankful that you're here. I know your time is valuable, but I was very touched by your compelling testimony and just your witness of the grind as I have witnessed you out in the field getting it.
Absolutely. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And you deserve all praise and all love. So without further ado, tell us a little about yourself.
How y'all doing? My name is Ty, a.k.a. the Lemonade Lady, representing the brand Tasty Ties Lemonade and Treats. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised. Moved out to California in 2019. Just been out here on my grind and my groove, trying to make a way. And, you know, now that I have found God and allowed Him to lead my way,
right,
things are just prospering more than I could even imagine. So I would love to let y'all know my journey and my testimony and just share it with y'all. Hope that I can motivate and inspire some people.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you will because you have a great heart and finding God is the only way to do it. But how did you come up with the idea to start a lemonade stand?
Well, I mean, it just kind of goes back to just me loving juice all my life and loving lemonade, and I've always made myself fresh squeezed lemonade anytime I can get my hand on some lemons. So as I moved out to California, I started off in Riverside, California. My neighbor had a lemon tree.
Right.
And I'm like, I can make me some lemonade, some real lemonade, get the lemons from the tree. So I just, one day had a thought, like, I wonder would people be receptive to a lemonade stand, like the old school,
right,
5-year-old, get a table, a cloth, a handmade sign. And I did it, and God literally directed me to the perfect place to be. It was a lot of foot traffic, and that allowed me to see not only was I a pillar in the community because people really missed when I wasn't there, but just their reaction on the lemonade allowed me to see and know that I had a great product on my hand.
Right.
So just over the years, been doing it on and off until this last time that I picked it back up, which was in February. And I vowed to myself that I would not stop anymore.
Now, when you say you vowed to yourself you wouldn't stop anymore, what does that mean?
Well, I truly feel like my gift of culinary came from God.
Right.
And, I didn't have anyone teaching me how to cook or teaching me how to, make the lemonade or just anything around in the kitchen. That was something that God gifted to me. And
so God was your architect and your teacher.
Oh, absolutely.
Teach you the divine gifts to how to really whip up this lemonade. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And just everybody lives their life, and sometimes life be lifing, and it gets in the way of the things that God gifted us and ordained us to do. And like I said this last time, just being what my current situation is, I was being a victim to my situation. Right. And I just had the thought, God let me know, like, in any situation that you're in, I'm going to always be there with you. And I'm going to allow you to be victorious in your situations, not a victim, as long as you follow me and allow me to lead you.
So you say God said, Lemonade Lady, follow me. Is it something that you went through or you experienced to say that enough is enough and I want to really commit to God? Because do you feel that you put God on hold?
Oh, absolutely. I grew up in the churches. Since I was little, I can remember going to churches. So by the glory and grace of God for that I've known who he was all my life. It was a point in time that I was totally mad at God, so I just put him in the back seat. It was also a point in time that I didn't believe in Jesus. I removed Jesus from the equation.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was out here lost in the sauce, church. I was out here lost in the sauce.
You was lost in the sauce like mustard trying to catch up.
Absolutely, I was.
Lady, can't do it. Like, we can never put God on hold.
It's something that I know now. As I was on my way over here, I always listen to my worship playlist, and there was a lady on the side of me, and once we got to the next light, she was just like, praise him, sister, I know that's right. And I had to tell her, like, I never again want to live a life that does not include my Lord and Savior. I can't. It's a must that he is a part of what I do. So just fast forward into the present day, because I do live at a shelter. And
say what?
Yes, I'm currently living in a shelter. And
hold up, right here on Street Wisdom, Talk to Me and I Talk Back. This is so touching and so edifying, and for those that are out there listening, we need to sow into this woman, because this lady, as you will look at her, never judge a book by its cover, but you will never think, because your presentation is very strong and it's very professional, and you're in the field, you're creating, you're marketing, you're moving and you're motivated, and at the same time, you live in a shelter.
And I can honestly say I am at the most peace and have the most joy inside of me that I've ever had in my life. When I had shelter, when I had a home, when I had I have a vehicle now, but like when I had all the things of the world compared to what I have now, being in a shelter. And some people will look at the situation and think, how could I be happy? How could I still be joyful? But it's because I wake up with knowing that the Lord is on my side and the Lord has my back every single day. And it was just to a point where nothing that I was doing was fulfilling or satisfying. And one thing that I have known for a very long time is that I'm a service worker.
Right.
And I couldn't figure out how I was supposed to serve. But I know that I'm a service worker, helping other people, doing things for other people. It gives me a satisfaction inside like no other. So nothing was just satisfying to me anymore. Like the working, it wasn't even about the money. It's just like, I don't want to do the job because it's not satisfying to me. Like it was parts of my job that was satisfying when I was able to put a smile on someone's face or something like that, or like really help somebody, but it just wasn't satisfying. And so I was burnt out. I was just burnt out with life, but I knew I wasn't ready to give up. I just needed something different. So with the job that I had, I used to do event staffing. So I worked at all the concerts, all the festivals. I mean, and I enjoyed it though. I really did. I got paid to do what people paid to go do to have fun.
Right.
And towards the time around November, during football season starting and everything, the only times that we had available to really work was on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But like I said, it just, things were becoming just so dark in a sense, and so just empty, that I had told myself on a Friday that I was going to drive all the way to Riverside because I knew I needed to get back to church. And for anyone that knows about Southern California, the traffic, the distance, it takes you about an hour and a half to get anywhere, let alone driving from the Valley, and that's north of Hollywood, all the way to Riverside.
Straight madness.
Yeah, but I said, you know what, God, I don't care. I'm going to be in your house serving you, being fulfilled. I like to call church my spiritual gas station. Just like when your car get low on gas, you go somewhere to fill it up.
You got to get filled up.
When your spirit get low, you got to go somewhere to get it filled up. So that's what I call church. It helps me build up my spiritual relationship. It helps me get stronger in my faith. So like I said, I told myself I was going to go to church. Now, this particular weekend, although I applied to work, they did not approve my work shift. And that never happens. And I was almost inclined to call them to approve it, which I've had to do sometimes. But something was just tugging on me not to do that. So that Saturday, I was just sitting in my car, as I did at the shelter all the time, because I didn't want to be inside the little tiny home, but I also didn't have nothing to do, nowhere to go, low on funds. So I was just sitting in my car. And I had seen a couple vans pull up, and they started to, like pass out bags to the people that were outside. And so I'm like, oh, that's cool. It looked like some people out here doing outreach. Like, that's so lovely. And like when I seen that, it fulfilled my heart to see them doing that, because I'm like, ooh, that's service. It's already fulfilling to me seeing them do it. I would love to be a part of that. So I got out the car and I asked them, how can I do this with y'all? Like, how can I be a part of this? And unbeknown to me, it was a church. And their response was, come to church. Now, I just kind of looked up to the skies, because I'm thinking like, well, God, you knew I wanted to go to church this Sunday regardless. And I was about to drive over an hour and a half away to get to church. And this church from the shelter is only like 10 minutes. I don't have to get on no highways. It's literally one turn and I'm at church. The route, it only takes me one turn in my vehicle and then I'm at church.
Do you feel, and if it's safe to say, that, for those that are listening and tuning in, God has to sit you down in certain areas if he can't get your attention?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Which means that he's sitting you in the shelter and also providing witness and glorification on the lemonades and the treats. So he's opening up doors, but he's still sitting you low because he really wants that one-on-one with him, fellowshipping with him, you sharing your ideas with him, and your strategies in getting this money with him.
Absolutely. I believe that God, when he really needs to get our attention, he separates us from everything that was in a distraction and that was in our way. He separates us. And it gets to a point where you don't have anything else left but God. And he takes us through, like, some afflictions we do put on ourselves and we do put ourselves in. But some afflictions God puts us through.
Right.
And it's some of the afflictions God put us through because he wants us to come to him. He's a patient God, he is. But like you will feel that tug on your heart. You will feel it. Like, you will start getting convicted from the things that you're doing or saying, and like for me, just things just wasn't right anymore. Like, I didn't have the same interest and the same to go and do the things that I used to do before. Like, that's how it started. Like, he just started to take away the desire to do the things of the world that I was doing before. Then, like, he separated me and put me in a shelter. Like, I've been in California by myself, and it'll be 5 years this year. And this is my first time being what the world would see as being this low, like having to be in a shelter, which I'm grateful. At the end of the day, I'm grateful for it all, because my relationship with the Lord wouldn't be this strong. And from the time that I picked back up doing the lemonade in February to now, February, March. That's 2 months. I've been doing the lemonade since 2020. I've gotten so much further in business with business in 2 months now that the Lord is leading me than I have in almost 5 years doing the same thing.
Exactly, because he'll allow you to bump your head and think you can do it on your own, and God don't mind allowing you to get wealth, because Scripture says, remember that it is He, God, that gives you the power to get wealth, so He can then establish a covenant with you. So He said, lemonade lady, it's okay to get money. I don't want you to get rich. I want you to get wealth, but just remember that it is me that's allowing you to obtain purchases from your lovely lemonade and your treats and the whole nine. So we know that God inspired you. What's the motivation behind the lemonade stand?
It's really my family, like the ones that are under me, my nieces and my nephew, my sister's kids, my brother's kids, just the younger generation. And it's to really show them that you can do anything. You can become successful in anything that you do. And it's like to be able to help and provide and give them a better life than what I lived, than what I had to experience.
All right. What's some of the challenges you face running a lemonade stand as a single owner here in LA?
Well, for me, because my lemonade, I only use lemons from trees. So I literally go out lemon tree hunting to get these lemons to make the best product for my customers. So just being able to connect with the owners of the property that have the lemon trees on them, finding the right locations to, sell out, to move the product.
You're doing all this yourself, you and God.
Me and God. Everything from finding the lemons to juicing the lemons. I did have a homegirl that helps me sometimes, allows me to use the space, to do the work, and another homeboy. But for the most majority, 99% of it is just all me and God.
That's just so touchy. Let me ask you another question. As being a successful owner in lemonade, what strategies have you used to attract customers to your stand while you're out there in the field?
I honestly believe that it's just the light that God has in me. Like, when I open my mouth and talk to people,
that fresh anointing.
Absolutely. Like, when I open my mouth and talk to people, they listen, and I get their attention, and they instantly see like the joy in me and the smile on my face, and it breaks their barrier. Because a lot of people, we have those barriers up, like especially coming off of COVID and with social media and all of that. Like, we just so used to being not social, and people, we have barriers. So once you break that barrier, like, you really in. I've turned so many instant no's to multiple sales. They say no initially, but then when I get because a no don't move me.
Right.
A no does not move me. So I'll keep throwing out the pitch.
It would affect you like others when they receive a no from a woman or something. It could damage you.
Yeah, it just shut them down and break them down, and it discourages them. The no's is my motivation. And also what I believe about some of the no's is that it's protection. I strongly believe that God allows rejection to be protection. The things that He don't allow us to have is because it's for the greater good. So all money ain't good money. This person that just said no to me and don't want to buy my lemonade, the way that he obtained the money in his pocket that would have transferred to my pocket, that energy I may not need or may not want. And I don't want that type of energy from his money or her money getting in the mix of what I already have going on. So I like the no's, it really do not move me, because I know, like, before I get out the car, wherever I go, I always pray to God, and I say, God, however many lemonades I have, if I made 20 for the day or 50, say, God, please allow all 50 customers to be in alignment with my path on my journey today. Allow every single lemonade to make it home with somebody else.
Hallelujah.
And he do, like every single time.
As he should.
And it's even been times, y'all, where if I was making it back to my car and I have 4 lemonades or 7 lemonades, God has placed me in a position where I have so many supporters, even from social media, from TikTok. Hey, what's a way that I can send you digital money because I want to pay for the rest of your lemonade so that you'll sell out.
And you know what those TikTokers are? They're all mercy angels that come from God.
Absolutely.
Never get it twisted. It may be a social media thing. In some cases, viewers and listeners will look at things as is it a sympathy thing because this woman is doing great. She loves the Lord. She's an independent businesswoman. And they might look at it, well, she just might need help due to the story that you're in the shelter. But God utilizes those TikTokers to be mercy angels to apply and be beneficial to your life.
Absolutely not. I strongly believe that, whatever the reason that they're supporting, I know is nothing but the grace of God that he's allowed me on the platform, that he's allowed me to share my story. And as
Hold up. One love to all the TikTokers that roll with Lemonade Lady. We got mad love for you. We want to say thank you for her support, continuous support. We thank you, TikTok subscribers and those that follow.
Thank all of y'all.
The lovely Lemonade Lady. We want to just let you know that you are recognized and you are appreciated. But on another note, Lemonade Lady, because I'm so blown away by this story, what lessons have you learned about business, number 1, customer service, number 2, in running a successful lemonade stand?
Lessons that I've learned about business is that not every day will be a good day, but that doesn't mean that you stop or you slow down because you didn't have a good day. I also learned that it's trial and errors. You got to go through some things that you were doing before that worked may not work now. Some things that you want to work may not work. Some things that didn't work before may work now. So it's just trial and error and learning what really fits and works best for you. As far as customer service, I've just learned to move through the nose, to always be cheerful, to always share that smile, to share that joy, to try to appease the people that I want to be my customers. And again, even if they don't say no, or even if they say no, I still leave people with a smile as we're walking away and departing each other.
That's right.
They're feeling better about their experience in talking to me, or just themselves in that day, because I'm a compliment giver. If I see something that I like, instead of just thinking it, I make sure people know.
Absolutely.
I've started a feel good challenge, and this is part of my customer service. I've challenged my TikTokers for 7 days to give 3 people a compliment, 3 random people a compliment.
Beautiful.
And not only will it make the person who they're complimenting feel better, but it'll actually make them feel better as a person by the end of those 7 days. So I try to incorporate that into my customer service so that no matter what type of interaction we have, it'll be positive. And
positive is always the key.
Absolutely. And what was the last question? I'm sorry.
No, that was just what it is, just based on the customer service and business that you've learned in running a lemonade stand, and you shared that verbally very well.
Okay, thank you.
But on another note, based on with the beautiful lemons and the ingredients and things of that nature, whipping up these recipes, what's been the most popular?
I would have to say I just created something new. It's a mango blueberry.
Say what?
Mango blueberry. And it's I've never even seen that mix of flavor in any type of juice, any type of anything. And when I tell people I have it, they do the same exact thing, what? And they always go for it. And the reviews that I've gotten on that is extraordinary. It's so I know that's going to be a specialty drink. I'm gonna have to save that for something special. That's going to be special.
Okay,
but
okay.
I would say that's.
And you heard that right here on Street Wisdom. Talk to me and I'll talk back. It's going to be a specialty.
Absolutely.
And that's the blueberry mango.
Blueberry mango.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
For all those listening under the sound of my voice.
Absolutely.
Is that right? So how do you balance running your lemonade stand with your commitments based on real life and trying to ask God to favor you to obtain a place to live in health and fitness? So how does that work?
Again, everything I do, it starts with God. So when I wake up in the morning, I hit my knees and pray. I tell God and I lay out to God what my plan is for today. Like, this is what I want to do. But whatever is your will, it will be, and just allow it to go smooth. So I may have 5 things to do for the day, and the first thing and the second thing may run over the time that I expected it to go. But that just means thing 4 and 5 may not have been meant for me to do for that day. So I just put it on tomorrow's list, and I just focus on what's in front of me and just try to do the best I can do with time management. If I go into like a late night and I know I have an early morning, when I hit my knees before I go to sleep, I just ask God to allow the 3 little hours of sleep that I'm about to get to be rejuvenating and to be refreshing and to reset my mind and my body. And no lie, y'all, I always wake up feeling like I just had a good 8 hours of sleep. And I'll be like, oh, I'm rested. I'm ready to go.
That's called the comfort of God, as he's massaging your heart and allowing you to have peace as well when you're in a competitive industry based on being a successful business owner. Lemonade Lady, do you have any plans to expand, number 1? Number 2, again, involve in your lemonade stand?
Absolutely. The end goal is to have a brick and mortar. I want to have a location to start off in California and then to be able to expand really worldwide. Like, I truly feel like everybody in the world needs to taste this lemonade. So I want to have a brick and mortar. And I just need everybody to know about this lemonade. And there are treats that goes along with this, so that'll be something, of course, when I'm able to be more stable in my own housing, that I'll be able to introduce to all of my followers and supporters. But I just really feel like the love and dedication that I put into my product is tasted on your taste bud palate when you ingest and eat my treats and drink my food, or eating the treats and drinking the lemonade. So I just want to spread that out to the world. Like, I have seen where my lemonade has changed somebody's mood. I have seen where my lemonade has literally changed the projection of someone's life, where before they tasted the lemonade, they were not fans of a raspberry flavor. But after they tasted the raspberry lemonade, now it's their favorite flavor.
And I could be a witness to that, because I got like 3 of them, and it really saved me, because I had a late night just doing global business, and I had your drinks in the refrigerator, and it was so refreshing when I had got it in the morning, and I said, man, Lemonade Lady is on to something for real. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's a lot of juice makers, and they're only there a short time and not a long time, because it's passion, it's commitment, and it's hard work. But when we serve Christ and not likes, we work smart and not hard. So in closing, can you share with a moment of an interaction with a supporter that supported your drink, that was just compelling, or it was heartfelt, and it really let you know that you're on the right path?
Absolutely. So, just kind of going back to my TikTok supporters, there's a supporter and follower that I have that, she was like one of the first people to buy out the rest of my lemonades to allow me to have a sellout day. Then not only that, later on, like in the same day, she was like, yo, I just, sent you more money for gas money. And, like, she's just constantly supporting financially. But then she opened up to me that her mom had passed away. And that her watching me on TikTok Live and just, expressing my joy and my positivity helps her in her darker days. And it helps her to get through those days. And, that touched me. Like, it truly did, because, like, not knowing the impact that I truly have on people while they're having the impact on me, it just touched my heart, and I couldn't do anything but happy cry and just praise God, because that's what I want to do. I want to share and show people the light that we can have, because I too lost a parent. So I understand the pain that she could be going through, but I also understand how God fills those voids, and he can lift us up and he can heal us. And the fact that she sees that in me and it helps her, like, we literally call each other our angels. Like, she's my angel and I'm her angel.
That's right. You assign angels for each other from God. Mercy angels amongst each other. Together, you guys are turning the pain into power.
Absolutely. Okay,
so that's a beautiful thing, and it's a glorious thing. And we want to share with all those that are listening that the Lemonade Lady, Tasty Ties Lemonade and Treats, is truly a blessing, and it's ordained, and it comes from God. So if you see her, you bless her, obtain refreshing drinks that can heal the body and eternalize the body from a late night of drinking, going to the gym, or implicating it as a smoothie snack, just a refreshing drink from Lemonade Lady. So my name is Church Music, the hottest host in the West Coast, and I am Church Music. Street Wisdom, talk to me and I'll talk back. And we just really want to thank all the TikTok supporters that roll with Lemonade Lady. We're thankful. We're thankful for the Mercy Angel. And we had to have her here because we want people to know that her story is a compelling testimony. Not a testimony, because the garbage man that takes your trash out, he has a testimony. But Lemonade Lady has a compelling testimony that comes from God. Okay? And this segment will be all over the world. So we're going to notify Lemonade Lady when scheduling for release. TikTokers that support Lemonade Lady, y'all blow that thing up and share it with everybody, because it's going down. And it's going down in a major way. And you can like, subscribe, and share Street Wisdom, Talk to Me and I Talk Back on all digital platforms, from YouTube to Amazon to Spotify to iHeart. And then we just want to thank you so much, Lemonade Lady. Is there anything you'd like to share to your listeners and your followers? And as well, share with those that are listening from Street Wisdom how we can follow you and interact with you and get some of them refreshing drinks from you.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity to do so. I do just want to let y'all know, as I said, the lemonade is made from lemons that I pick myself from trees. The flavoring of the lemonade is all real fruit that I puree myself. So you're not getting the powder or the sugar or the syrups. I use spring or filtered water and cane sugar. So again, as he stated, it's a really fresh, organic, refreshing drink. You can find me on Instagram at tasty_ties_lemonade. That's TASTY_TYS_LEMONADE. You can also follow me on TikTok at lady.lemonde1. So that's lady.lemonade1. I truly appreciate all y'all support, for everybody that's listening, that everybody that has been here supporting me, and all the new supporters that will come. I do ship. You can DM me on IG for your order, and I'll be more than happy to oblige to reach out to you and let you know how we can get this going. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. You heard it here first, right here on Street Wisdom, Talk to Me and I Talk Back. And also, Lemonade Lady's involved in some other great things that will be coming forward. So you TikTok supporters of Lemonade Lady, Stay tuned on that. And this segment is brought to you by Boss of My Blessings Official. bossofmyblessings.com. Exclusive apparel and products on my bomb site, and you can get it now. And I am Church Music, Lemonade Lady. We thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.